In the world of the rich and powerful, things are not always as they seem. A realm where billionaires roam, and Jeffrey Epstein was no exception. This high-profile personality was a man who knew how to make an entrance, and his presence was always a beacon that drew the eyes of many. Yet there was more to Epstein than met the eye. Epstein was a man of mystery, a man whose life was a labyrinth of complexity and intrigue. His life was an enigma wrapped in opulence. From the sprawling mansions to the private islands, his lifestyle was something out of a dream or perhaps a fairy tale. His existence was one of grandeur and excess, a testament to the power of wealth and the allure of the extraordinary. But Jeffrey Epstein was more than just a man of wealth. He was a man of influence, a man whose connections reached the farthest corners of the globe. His network was a web of power and prestige, connecting him to the world's elite, politicians, royalty, and fellow billionaires. These were the circles in which Epstein moved, the circles that gave him an air of untouchability. Yet these connections were not simply a byproduct of his wealth. They were an integral part of his identity, a reflection of his ability to navigate the world of the rich and powerful. Epstein was a man who understood the value of connections, the power they held, and the doors they could open. But there was a darker side to Epstein's life, a side that was hidden from the public eye. Beneath the glamour and the glitz, beneath the parties and the private jets, there was a sinister undercurrent. This was a world that was shrouded in secrecy, a world where the rules were different and the stakes were high. But beneath the surface of Epstein's glittering world, a sinister undercurrent was taking shape. The first domino fell, not with a whisper, but with a bang. The world watched in disbelief as the man many had known only as a financier and philanthropist was suddenly thrust into the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Jeffrey Epstein, a name that would soon become synonymous with scandal, was arrested. The charges were shocking, inconceivable to many. Accusations of sex trafficking and exploitation of underage girls, allegations so grave they shook the foundations of the high society circles in which Epstein had once moved so freely. The news sent shockwaves around the globe. The man who had once rubbed shoulders with the world's elite was now facing a very different reality. The disbelief was palpable. How could this titan of industry, this philanthropist, this socialite be accused of such heinous crimes? But as the details of Epstein's arrest began to emerge, so too did the stories of his victims. Young women, many still in their teens, who had been lured into Epstein's web with promises of money, fame, and opportunity. Their voices, once silenced by fear and manipulation, were now beginning to be heard. The world was listening, and the world was horrified. As the initial shock began to wear off, the questions started. How had Epstein been able to commit such crimes for so long without anyone knowing? Who else was involved? Were there other powerful figures who had turned a blind eye or worse, participated? The charges against Epstein were not just an indictment of one man, but a damning reflection on a society that had allowed such exploitation to take place. The downfall of Jeffrey Epstein had begun, a downfall that would expose not only his own dark secrets, but also the complicity and corruption of those who had enabled him. The arrest was just the beginning. The whispers had turned into roars as the world braced itself for the revelations that were yet to come. Little did we know, this was merely the tip of a very disturbing iceberg. As the shockwaves of Epstein's arrest spread, others found themselves caught in the fallout. One such individual was Sam Bankman-Fried, the co-founder of FTX. In an unexpected turn of events, Bankman-Fried found himself under arrest in the sunny paradise of the Bahamas, a place far removed from the world of high finance and crypto he was accustomed to. The charges? Fraud. Yet the circumstances surrounding his arrest were far from ordinary. It wasn't a simple case of financial misdeeds. No, this story had a twist. The US Department of Justice, in their relentless pursuit of the truth, had orchestrated the arrest, leading to Bankman-Fried's incarceration in Fox Hill Prison. His bail? Denied. His predicament? Dire. But what was the connection between Epstein and Bankman-Fried? Was it mere coincidence that their paths had crossed, or was there a more sinister thread tying them together? The answers were as complex as the men themselves. Epstein, the disgraced financier, had a vast network of connections extending into realms few could imagine. His influence was far-reaching, touching even the seemingly untouchable world of cryptocurrency. Bankman-Fried, a prominent figure in this realm, was now feeling the sting of Epstein's legacy. In the harsh confines of Fox Hill Prison, Bankman-Fried faced a stark reality. His world, once dominated by algorithms and digital currencies, was now confined to four walls and limited communication. Yet, despite the ordeal, he maintained a sense of resilience, seeking answers to his legal predicament through daily interactions with his visitors. This was the ripple effect of Epstein's arrest, a wave that reached far and wide, affecting people in ways no one could have foreseen. The world was about to learn just how deep Epstein's influence truly ran. The pieces of the puzzle, once scattered, began to form a chilling picture. As the world reeled from the shock of Epstein's arrest, a new narrative began to take shape. A web of conspiracy theories started to spin, each more alarming than the last, all pointing to a connection between Epstein, Bankman-Fried, and a shadowy cabal of high-profile individuals. The theorists proposed that Bankman-Fried's sudden fall from grace wasn't a mere coincidence, but instead a part of a larger plot. They suggested these high-profile individuals, once untouchable, were now being targeted as part of a grand scheme to expose a network of corruption, deceit, and exploitation. Epstein, a man with countless connections, was considered the linchpin of this conspiracy. His arrest, the theorists claimed, had triggered a domino effect, leading to Bankman-Fried's downfall. The former crypto-billionaire's arrest in the Bahamas, his denial of bail on fraud charges, and his sudden disconnect from the world of the internet was seen as more than just a series of unfortunate events. It was viewed as a calculated move in a game of high-stakes chess. The conspiracy theorists argued that these events were not isolated but intricately connected, forming a chilling mosaic of power, influence, and betrayal. They believed that Epstein and Bankman-Fried were just the tip of the iceberg, the first casualties in a war against a deeply entrenched system of corruption. Rumors swirled about the involvement of other high-profile individuals, their names whispered in hushed tones, their reputations hanging in the balance. The spotlight was now on them, their every move scrutinized, their every action questioned. Yet despite the mounting evidence and the growing public sentiment, these theories remained just that. Theories, unproven, uncorroborated, shrouded in a fog of uncertainty, but they served as a stark reminder of the potential depths of deceit and the lengths to which the powerful will go to protect their interests. The deeper we dug, the more terrifying the truth became. As we continue to peel back the layers of this conspiracy, what we find may shake the very foundations of our understanding of power, corruption, and justice. In the aftermath of these shocking revelations, many questions remain unanswered. As the dust begins to settle on this riveting tale of deception and power, we find ourselves in the midst of an unresolved mystery. Investigations are ongoing, with new threads of this sprawling conspiracy being discovered every day. It's as if we're navigating an intricate labyrinth, where each turn uncovers another layer of subterfuge and intrigue. The public's reaction to this saga has been a mixture of shock, disbelief, and a thirst for truth. The social media platforms are abuzz with theories, conjectures, and debates about the extent of Epstein's influence. Some argue that he was the puppeteer, pulling the strings of the rich and powerful, while others contend that he was simply a pawn in a much larger game. The debate rages on, but there is a shared sentiment among everyone, a deep-seated desire to uncover the truth behind this enigma. The world watches, waits, and questions. How deep do these ties go? Who else is involved? And perhaps the most haunting question of all, how many more secrets are yet to be unveiled? Parallel to this public outcry, a silent battle is being fought in the legal arena. Lawyers, investigators, and prosecutors are sifting through mountains of evidence, trying to piece together this jigsaw puzzle. Every piece of information, every testimonial, every piece of evidence could hold the key to unlocking this complex case. As we delve deeper into this mystery, we're reminded of the chilling reality. The world of the rich and powerful is not as it seems. Beneath the glamour and the glitz lies a murky underbelly of secrets and lies. And as we continue to unravel this intricate web, we realize the truth is stranger and far more sinister than fiction. As we continue to unravel this intricate web, one thing is clear: the world of the rich and powerful is far more complex and sinister than any of us could have imagined. As we have embarked on this journey of unraveling the deep-seated mysteries of the Epstein conspiracy, we hope that you found this deep dive informative and thought-provoking. The world of the rich and powerful is far more complex and sinister than any of us could have imagined, and it's up to us to question, to probe, and to seek out the truth. If you've found value in this video, please give it a like. It helps to spread the word and keeps us motivated to keep digging. We want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this sprawling saga? What theories do you have? Do you think Epstein was the puppeteer or the pawn? Please share your thoughts and theories in the comments section below. Remember, your voice matters, and it's your curiosity that fuels these investigations. And finally, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We're committed to bringing you more content like this, delving into the hidden corners of our world and unearthing the truth. So, stay tuned for more deep dives into the world of the rich and powerful. Until then, keep questioning, keep probing, and most importantly, never stop seeking the truth.